All right, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Sanusi Not Life. My name is Adewale Bouquet Jr. Please review us, rate us, give us a 5-star, don't be a hater. Today, we're going to continue to talk about these heroes in the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. And next on the docket is Diesel, a character based on a guy I consider to be like an older brother to me, man. I mean, this guy is one of the reasons why I draw as an artist. I have so much passion for my own art. I remember the first time he met me, he told me, "Hey, kid," I was about 19 when he told me to say, "You're going to be a billionaire, man." I was like, how you meet somebody and the first thing the person says to you is, "You're going to be a billionaire"? That lets you know how much belief there's actually amazing human beings out there that believe in you so much that they know you can do great things. And he saw greatness in me. So, my big brother, Judah, even though we're not family, but I don't care. I consider him blood. He's like a big brother to me. He's the reason why this whole Karjakz Assassins came around. So when I got to create the whole universe, I said, I got to create a character, my big bro, man. And I named him Diesel. And I remember drawing him. I said, "Hey, big bro, is this guy swole enough for you?" He said, "Yeah, man, it's plenty swole. It's swole enough." I had to get his approval of swollenness on his character that I drew based on him. So, that's what's going on today. Before we get to this awesome, amazing episode, we want to thank our sponsors and pay some of these bills. This Sounds Vision podcast is brought to you by Tigler. If you need executive services from plumbers to pediatricians and everything in between, search at Tigler.com. That's Tigler.com, y'all. Tigler.com. Don't wait. Search today. Tigler.com. As I stated before, we are fortunate and privileged and happy to have joined forces with the most amazing search engine on the galaxy, operated and owned by Adetaya Bouquet. And this guy, CEO, an amazing CEO, just another many great companies got going. But this search engine is on and popping. And you know what's great about search engine? You get to look for things. So guess what you need to go be looking for? Plumbers, pediatricians, nurses, contractors, landscapers, all these different amazing professionals that you need that are amazing 5-star people that do great jobs. Guess where you're going to find them at? Tigler.com. And yes, going down the line, we're eventually going to interview the CEO of Tigler.com. Adetaya Book, and bring him in here and let him talk about what's going on with the search engine, because it's an amazing search engine. Let me tell you, it's affecting indirectly how Sanusi Vision is affecting Tigler. Well, Tigler is doing the same thing for Sanusi Vision, because people are searching for stuff, and sometimes going on Tigler, instead of searching for what they're looking for, they're searching for Sanusi Vision. So it's a joint venture, man. It's a joint forces. If you can go fast by yourself, or you can go further with others. And guess what I'm choosing to do? Go further with others. So Tigler.com, y'all. Search Tigler.com today and find your amazing professionals, y'all. And this podcast is also brought to you by Anadel Foot and Ankle. Don't live with foot pain. Let Anadel Foot and Ankle make your feet happy again. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. As I stated before, and y'all know this every single episode, all the time. Anadel Center. These custom authorities were designed strictly for my feet by the greatest foot specialist in the galaxy, Dr. Nerio Nusode, the foremost foot specialist in the Dallas, Frisco, Texas area. Yes, that's right. He got my feet right. No more pain. I've been pain-free for a long time. It's going on 8 years, y'all. And these custom authorities are designed strictly to my feet. None of that generic stuff you find in stores. No, you go in there, see Dr. Nerio Nusode, the foremost foot specialist in the galaxy, is going to let you know. And trust me, surgery was not needed. Strengthening muscles, doing a lot of foot strengthening muscles, strengthening exercise to strengthen muscles of my feet. I am pain-free, man. I even sometimes forget to do the exercises. Don't tell Dr. Nausode, but my feet feel great. No more pain. And these custom authorities are designed strictly to my feet. So to get into every pair of batas that we wear. Every pair of batas, whether it's the sport ones, the low tops, the high tops. If it's a pair of batas designed by yours truly, because I got more footwear line now, it's on and popping. So, that's what's AnadelCenter.com, yo. So get your feet right, make them happy, and go see Dr. Nerio. So if you're in the Dallas, Frisco, Texas area, you definitely want to go. And if you're in the Houston area or surrounding cities, hey man, it ain't nothing but a drive to go see the best foot specialist in the galaxy. And also too, can't forget Tigler.com. If you're in the California area, Long Beach, California area, or Virginia area, Georgetown, Great Falls area, hey, Tigler.com. You can find the best contractors, the best landscapers, the best nurses, the best plumbers, the best pediatricians, you name it, it's on there. If it's a professional, Tigler.com, y'all. So y'all, that's paying the bills, and that's our sponsors right there. Sponsors right there. So let's get into this amazing episode, man. As I stated before, today's episode is going to be the continuation of the heroes from the Karjakz Assassins universe, specifically focusing on the heroes. And today we're going to focus on another hero from the Karjakz side of town, Diesel. As I stated before, a character based on a big brother of mine. I call him my big brother, even though we're not blood, but I consider him a big brother. Judah Cummings was instrumental in how I became as an artist, how he's always pushing me. You need to create this Karjakz Assassin universe. Yeah, you need to do this. You know what I'm saying? So when I created the character Diesel, so let me show them to y'all. When I created the character Diesel, it was on and popping. First, let's show y'all the poster. You know what I'm saying? Because for a lot of you love art, you got to go to the website. This is Diesel right here, baby. Available on soundvision.com, whether it's 11 by 17 this size, 24 by 36, 13 by 19, or you want canvas art, we got that too. You know what I'm saying? Diesel is that dude. This is what we're doing over here at Sound Vision, man. And then also too, I got to show y'all this right here. Because we're going to keep this thing popping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to show y'all this right here before I get into this amazing episode, Diesel. I got to show you Diesel in the beginning. This is Diesel right here. If you just want to see it on a digital stratosphere, that's right. You know what I'm saying? That's Diesel right there. Look at that thing, sick. And that Night Train don't look like that no more, y'all. He don't look like this no more neither, because this is version 5. So version 6 is on a popping. Then, of course, I got to show you in the beginning how we used to look when we first jumped this thing off. Look at Diesel right there. For y'all wondering, that's Diesel right there. That's my big bro right there. That's Diesel right there. You look at that. You know what I'm saying? He looks sick. And then when you see him in the whole sphere of the whole Karjakz Vs Assassins universe, you see how he looks. Look at that, how he fits in with the rest of the whole universe right there. You know what I'm saying? So that's Diesel right there. So, you know, like I said before, this character was based on my big brother, Judah, who inspired me to do great things. He said, this characters I've created this universe, oh, it's going to be on a popping. I mean, this guy's been there every step of the way. So I'm so privileged and feel like I'm honoring him right now, talking about this character right here. So when he sees it, it's going to be on and popping. So the things I want to get into today, the origins, the history, the abilities, the comics, the animation, and the movies. These are going to do this whole gambit. Each one of my characters is worthy of this whole gambit. And you know, I'm fortunate enough to have created characters that are so strong that each one can have their own thing. So Judah, Diesel, aka as I like to call him, you know, I'm always mixing them up. It's the same person, but Diesel, the origins of Diesel. So let's first start off with what Diesel is. Diesel, of course, he's half, you know, so that way there's no mix up about what this is. Diesel is half African American, half Native American, of course, both great cultures. And so when Diesel was one of the characters that I created, and he was based on my older brother Judah, as I was telling y'all. And I remember creating the characters just like how I had Shepard, who was based on my best friend. Well, this guy was based on Judah, who I consider an older brother. And I remember creating the characters because I needed 7 characters. And I think Diesel might have been the 6th character I created. Because I felt like when I was drawing them, Cajun was the last one I drew. So Diesel had to be number 6. But I remember drawing him in his origins, and I said, okay, we need a strong guy on the team. But see, I'm used to seeing strong guys on the team, but none of them were ever intelligent. Whether it was the only strong guy on the team that I can think of that was strong, that was intelligent, was probably Beast on the X-Men. Hulk was intelligent on the Avengers, and then maybe Panther on the Thundercats. But I can't really think of any other cartoon where they had strength and intelligence being melded together. So I said Diesel, not only is Diesel going to be strong, but he's going to be super intelligent, a great mathematician. And so when I created Diesel, everything that Diesel is based on is what Judah is. Just like all the other characters. Cajun, who is me. Escalade, my sister. Glocks, who's my brother. Rasputin, who's my other brother. And Cynthia, my dream girl. Shepard, based on my best friend. And then, of course, Diesel, based on Judah, a guy I consider an older brother. I said, this character's got to have all the attributes of Judah. Honor, strength, intelligence, just gumption, just fortitude, man. Never giving up. Because Judah, you know, things were tough for him growing up, but he always says to me, you don't have to be a product of your environment. Make a new environment. Don't make excuses. Nobody owes you anything in this world. You got to make it happen and do it honorably too. I can't stress the word. He's been saying that word honor since I was 19, and that word honor, I've taken it so hard. And I think that's one of the reasons why we've developed such a brotherhood. Every single Monday, I send him motivational quote every single Monday, and he hits me up with the thumbs up. That lets me know, because it's my way of communicating with people that I have a lot of love for, that I care about, want to see be the greatest they can be, man. And so Diesel comes from a guy who's based on my older brother Judah. I just keep calling my older brother because that's what he is. I can't tell how much advice this guy's giving me, how much encouragement, how much he just told me just last week, man, your characters are beast mode. Boy, you is killing it. You know what I'm saying? So Judah, his origins come from a guy who had a hard life, who's lost a lot, who's had to overcome a lot. And that's exactly what I threw into Diesel. So Diesel is literally Judah. I made him based on him straight up. Even the dreads on Diesel's hair. When y'all see the new Diesel, you're going to be like, what the? This dude looks sick. And let me tell you, the new Night Train, oh, you just don't understand. That thing is sick, man. You know, my goal is to have enough money to actually be able to build Night Train, and then give it to my brother Judah. Straight up handed him the keys. Yo, big bro, this is yours right here. You know what I'm saying? But Diesel is based on Judah, a big brother of mine, and he came from once I decided I had the strong team, but then I also wanted Judah to be the dude who was like the mechanic, the engineer of the team too, so who built everything. You know, whenever Cajun and Diesel, one thing about this character is that Cajun, my character, and Diesel's character are always the ones building all the vehicles, designing everything. So, you know, Cajun's an engineer and Diesel's a mathematician. So it's a perfect marriage of understanding of creation. So whenever the team needs something, whether it's Wild Wing for Escalade, or the Cycle for Rasputin, or the Hydro for Glocks, or Sincier's vehicle, or Night Train itself, the vehicle for that Diesel pushes, they're designed by Cajun and Diesel. And so I remember Judah's like, man, my character's smart. I said, yeah, he's smart because you're smart. You know, everything that Judah is, I wanted Diesel to be. It's very rare that you see a character that's actually strong in mind, but also strong in intelligence. Strong body and strong mind. People, because too often in the comics sphere or in the animation universe, every strong guy is made to look like an idiot, and it doesn't have to be that way. I felt like Judah is such a brilliant human being, philosophically, socially. He's very conscientious. He reads a lot. This guy, everything Diesel is what came from Judah. Like I said, I really tailored my characters towards the people that I based them on. I mean, there's nothing cooler than creating characters and then actually turning out to be like the person you actually based them on. Now that's sick right there. So Diesel came from a guy who's taught me a lot of stuff. Even taught me how to work out. I remember creating the Diesel character. I remember I said this before, but I showed it to to Judah. When I finished, I said, bro, is this dude swole enough? I said, yeah, you better make sure this character, when you draw me swole, I said, he gonna be swole, man. I mean, the conscientiousness of being healthy. If you saw Judah today, you'd be like, now you understand why I call him Diesel. You know what I'm saying? He's straight up Diesel, like literally. And so just so we don't forget who Diesel is. This is Diesel right here. This character right here, I'm pointing to him right there. That's Diesel right there, man. That's the strong guy on the team right there on the banner. You know what I mean? As the shows have been going, I've been pointing to y'all on the banner. As you can see, the banner got everybody pumping. And yes, if you're wondering what this pendant is, it's a gift from my mother. It symbolizes being king of your own kingdom. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm not trying to be king of the galaxy. I just want to be king of my own kingdom, my dream universe. You know what I mean? But back to Judah. You know what I'm saying? But that's part of the thing too. You know, being Judah, being this amazing human being, then I create a character based on him, and that character turns out to be sick as hell. I can't tell you at the art shows how many people were like, man, this dude Diesel is just, man, he's swole. And then they see the vehicle, they're like, what the hell is that? I'm like, yeah, don't worry about that, it's coming. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, growing up, all the dudes on the teams, look at my pen that keeps switching around. All the dudes on the teams always had a strong guy, but always had a cool vehicle too. Whether it was Turtles with the Turtle Van, Thundercats with Thunder Tank, Batman with the Batmobile. There was always a cool vehicle in every cartoon. But then there was a certain person that was pushing that cool vehicle. So I decided, you know what? Diesel needs to be one pushing the cool vehicle. And then also coincidentally, all the other characters' vehicles can fit inside the vehicle. You know what I'm saying? Inside Night Train. So, you know, man, it's a sick thing. So when the first official Karjakz Vs Assassins combo comes out, you're gonna be like, OMG, what the? This is on a popping. So yo, that's the origins of Diesel right there. Now, next up is Night Train. Excuse me. Next up is the history. I'm too excited. I'm pretty hyped up about this episode, man. The history of Diesel. Now, I wish I could show y'all the new Diesel, but I can't. So I'm gonna show you. First of all, I should have showed y'all this. See, look at this. That's Diesel right there. Look at that. First time I drew him, man, my big bro was like, yo, he swore with the dreads. Yeah, that's right. I was learning how to draw dreads right there. Then, of course, the next version, which is even more sick, I got better with my color scheming. You know what I mean? Look at that. Y'all see that? I got better with my color scheming. We're talking about the history of this character, man. This amazing character based on an amazing human being. Then, of course, you flip it here. Now, Diesel's getting really extra swole. You know what I mean? So, look. That's right. You see that? Look at that. Look at that beautiful thing, man. Look at that. So I went from the two transitions and then to like, what the? So I made his costume become more and more what I wanted it to be. I'm not going to break it down to you what it is, because when the first official Karjakz Vs Assassins combo comes out, you're going to understand what's going on. But if you really want to understand what's going on for right now, you take your happy self to sanusi.com and copy this bio book available so you can understand every character. So when that first official Karjakz Vs Assassins combo comes out, you know what's up. Look, back to the history of Diesel. Now, the thing about Diesel is that he's had a hard, rough life. Parents deceased. His sister, Artillery. Yes, that's right. This is where it gets even more twisted. Remember what I said before in the Sincere episode? Sincere, Diesel, and Artillery are siblings. Diesel's the oldest, Artillery's second oldest, and then the Sincere is the youngest. So now, Diesel's parents passed away, right? So they're born in South Oklahoma. So let me give you a breakdown of who this guy is. His real name. All right, so first of all, he's on the Karjakz team. You already know he's a hero. He's third in command. So it's Escalade in charge, Cajun second, and then Diesel's in third in command. Then of course, his real name is Ben Warhol Gray. Real alias, of course, is Diesel, as y'all know. His citizenship is American South American. So of course, I told you, he's African American, but he's also South American too. South American traits. And place of birth is Apache City. You know what I'm saying? And how big is he? Exactly like my big bro. 6'5", 258 of swollenness. Yeah, this dude is swole. Then of course his eyes are hazel. I'm not gonna tell you this thing, but when he puts on this certain object, his eye color changes, man. He hits this different mega mode. You know what I mean? Then of course, hair color is black, dreads. He's got dreads just like my big brother. You know what I'm saying? And what is his occupation? A mechanical engineer. Only can you be a mechanical engineer at Phoenix Industries. Is working with his boy Cajun. You know what I'm saying? Two brothers running an amazing company. And then of course, some of his fight skills, which I'm gonna get into later, man. But this is the best part about history. I'm giving you a snippet of the history of Diesel because I can't tell you everything because it is going to spoil the first official Karjakz Vs Assassins book coming out. And also, I want the new bio book that's going to come out on these characters. So, bio, a little bit of it. Strength in character defines Ben Warhol Gray, also known as Diesel. He's not only strong in arms but in mind. Descendant of great Apache warriors, Ben uses the knowledge of the ancients and modern technology to arm himself against evil. So, you know, a life of hardships hasn't stopped Diesel from doing what he wants to do. From educating himself to becoming a great mechanical engineer, to him and Cajun joining forces to lead Phoenix Industries to be one of the foremost industry of technology in the galaxy. You know what I'm saying? Not just the world, but in the galaxy. You know, I always wanted Diesel, this guy's history. You know, when you think about the character's history, where it came from, how he was able to understand. Let's understand something about Diesel, the history of Diesel. Diesel lost a lot. Like his parents, right? He's the older brother. He's the brother of Sincere and Artillery. Artillery is the general of the assassins, who's fiance of Sanusi, so she's the villain. And so, in a battle, because for the longest time, Diesel thought he was by himself. You know, he didn't know what happened to his sisters, and that's another part of the story I'm going to tell you already. I'm not giving you the whole story, but that's all you need to know. But Diesel knew he had two sisters, but he didn't know what happened to him. He lost his parents; they were deceased a long time ago. And so he's fending for himself, he's growing up for himself, he has to take care of himself. These are storylines that you get from amazing human beings. I've interjected everybody's life into the characters that I created based on them. And Diesel's history is no different. So Diesel has to grow up independent, and then he meets up with his two individuals who become great friends to him, Cajun and Shepherd. But at the same time too, while he's on the Karjakz, not realizing that his two sisters are on the villain side. And so Sincere never really knew about Diesel because Artillery hid him from her. So Diesel only knew Sincere as a baby. Like, I'm talking about 1-2 years old. I'm not giving y'all everything, but you get where I'm going with this. I'm going to hide the whole storyline. You're going to get to know when you read the first official Karjakz Vs Assassins comic book. You know what I mean? Because the storyline of the comic books are insane. And so Diesel has to figure out, he figures out that he has a sister. So one day in one of the battles against the assassins, somehow it comes across, and next thing you know, there's a discovery that Sincere figures out that Diesel's her brother. And she's like, wait, I've been on this evil side for no reason? And so it's not love that changed Sincere's side. It's not that made her change sides. It's the fact that she found her brother. You know, because she's always felt like, hey, me being an assassin doesn't work for me. But the minute she found out Diesel was around, he's alive, like Artillery, I've been hiding him from her, man, Sincere's like, okay, this ain't gonna work for me no more. And that's when you read about Caesar's profile, which I gave to y'all about 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean? So Diesel's history is so convoluted and so sad and yet liberatingly, because just like Judah in real life, Judah had to pull himself up to get himself where he came from. Like he always says, don't let your environment define you, you define yourself. And so that's what Diesel did. He didn't let opportunities, he didn't let misgivings, he didn't let obstacles, he didn't let none of that stop him. He just kept on going, man. This character is a character this guy, when this cartoon comes out, man, when this comic book comes out, when this animation series as it goes, people are going to be like, this character is amazing. How is this guy has so much fortitude? And as I always say, like he always, and I got the line, The world doesn't owe you anything. That's why I got that from Judah, who I based the Diesel character on. But the world doesn't owe you anything. If you get lemons, you have to make lemonade. It's just how it is. I mean, the race is not always going to start evenly for everybody. That's what Judah always says to me. You got to make the race go for you in your favor, and do it honorably too. It's one thing to win a race, but win it honorably. And that's the beauty of this character, Diesel. He's just had overcome so much, lost so much, and then gave himself so much, so earned so much, and while at the same time, while being this strong, still able to have a humanity in him that allows him to understand and have a space for other people in his life. You know, the whole Karjakz team, they're like a family, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got me, my character, you got Cajun, Escalade, Glocks, and Rasputin that are siblings, right? But then Shepard, Diesel, and Sincere are they're like family too, because Cajun and Sincere are in a relationship, and then but since they've all Shepard and Diesel they're so tight with Cajun, they're so tight with Escalade, Glocks, and Rasputin. It's a whole crazy family dynamic. It's like they just join together, man. It's kind of like when you watch Fantastic Four, that whole tightness of the family. Same thing with the X-Men, same thing with the Thundercats, same thing with the Gargoyles. Well, I did the same thing with the Karjakz, man. You know what I mean? They needed to be a tight-knit family, so everything is really, really, really tight together. You know what I mean? So Diesel is an amazing character. His history is so tough. Very few people go through what this guy go through, and to become still humane, still able to keep a smile on your face. Like I said, when I drop the animation series, man, y'all gonna lose it. When I drop the comic book, y'all gonna lose it. You know what I mean? So the history of Diesel is a guy who's just tried to figure it out, worked with what he was given, and made more of himself, and decided, you know what, I'm not gonna let my environment, I'm not gonna let my situation dictate me. I'm gonna dictate what's gonna happen. So that's Diesel, and look at him now. He builds a suit that gives him strength, invulnerability, and then he becomes the mechanical engineer, chief engineer at Icon Industries, builds all kinds of amazing technologies, builds the vehicle that all the Karjakz vehicles are going to fit into, helps to design and build all the other vehicles that all the Karjakz members have. So this guy's character, man, is so expanded, and just like Judah in real life, he's always entrepreneuring, always having ideas, always executing it. You know, my big brother Judah, man, he's like a photographer slash like a content. I wouldn't even call him a content creator. He's got one of the biggest platforms on YouTube, Flashback 502. If you're ever on YouTube, there's nothing this man can't teach you about. Repairing your brakes, fixing your radiator, fixing your light bulb, fixing your electrical system. YouTube, go straight to YouTube, Flashback 502. That's Flashback 502. I promise you, you're going to see all kinds of cool stuff, man. You know, that's the history of Diesel right there. A guy who has overcome so much to become so great. You know what I mean? So that's history right there. Now next up is the abilities of Diesel. Yes, I can't wait to get to this. Just like Judah in real life, Diesel is strong as hell. Talking about strong, and that's even without the suit that he has on, the armor that he has on. Now when he puts on the armor, oh damn, it amplifies his strength 1,000-fold. I'm talking he can give whoopings to all kinds of different characters. He can whoop Superman, he can whoop the Hulk, he can whoop Captain America, he can whoop Thanos. If you strong, you can get whooped by Diesel. You know what I'm saying? He can whoop Yukon from the Assassins. You know what I mean? Yukon is super strong. I mean, he gonna give you that work. But the great thing about Diesel is some of the things that incorporates him as a great fighter. He's a boxer, he's a wrestler, then he's got the biosuit, which is all I'm going to tell you, right? And he's got these different arrays of different weapons that he has, and of course his vehicle that he has. I'm not going to tell you the name, you know what I mean? Because when you read the first official Karjakz Vs Assassins book, you'll be like, holy crap, this thing is sick as hell. All I'm going to tell you is it looks cool. That's a vehicle I'm going to tell you, you know what I mean? And Diesel, his abilities is a fighting style. You know, remember, he's both African American and he's Native American. So he's got a lot of fighting African American traditional fighting styles, and he's also got a lot of Native American fighting styles. Not to mention all the different stuff he learned as a boxer, as a wrestler. So in high school, he picked up wrestling and boxing. He's been boxing and whooping. And you know, one of his favorite peoples in the galaxy was Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali had them hands, man. So Diesel's over there watching boxing, just like in real life. Judah loves boxing. I'm pretty sure his favorite fighter was Muhammad Ali, and Diesel picks up on boxing. He's like, oh, I'm good at this. Then he picks up on wrestling, like wrestling tactics. He literally uses wrestling as a fighting style. Literally, if anybody ever remembers Street Fighter, Zangief, yeah, he can give Zangief that work. Like, he literally used wrestling to become a fighting tactic. And so now this guy's got an array of different type of, and it's not just any type of boxing. So he incorporates boxing and wrestling, and then not to mention all his fighting styles from being a Native American, and then fighting styles from being an African descent. So this guy's got, yes, I've decided what African descent he's gonna come from. Yeah, don't worry about that. You're gonna know that when the first official Karjakz Vs Assassins comic book comes out. Yeah, I know I'm gonna tell Judah too, so he's gonna know. I'm gonna tell my big bro once I talk to him again. But you know, he's gonna see this episode and he's probably gonna ask me, so what part of Africa did I come from? I'm gonna let you know, big bro. You know what I mean? But Diesel's fighting styles, his abilities, and then let's even get to his mechanical brilliance, right? Being that brilliant is an ability. He's a great mathematician. He's able to tactically create any design. Anything that Cajun comes up with, that designs with, he can create it. Whether it's the vehicles for the Karjakz Assassins, whether it's the suits that all the Karjakz Assassins team wears, because you got to remember, Cajun and Diesel work together to create all the weapons, all the gear, all the fighting, all the tools and everything that the Karjakz team uses, because they are the creators. So Cajun designs it, creates it, and then Diesel comes up with the mathematics to bring it together. You know, you got to understand, math is in everything, man. And that's what I started to realize the more I come to know Judah. Math is in everything. Math is in how you measure things. Math is how you do things. Math is, you have to calculate things. I'm not talking about math physically like math 2 + 2. I'm talking about mathematics of life. That's the one thing that Judah taught me. Diesel uses mathematics in not both in his chief engineering position, but also too in how he does things, right? So that's an ability to tactically come up with ways to do what you need to do, because when you don't have a lot, you have to use mathematics to get where you got to go. It's very simple. I tell these people all the time. You can calculate where you want to go. If you calculate where you want to go, you're going to get where you want to go. Like, I don't have the most money right now, but I have a lot more money than most. I don't have everything that I have, but I have more than most. My gratitude knows no bound. I learned that to honor what you have. You're right. I'm going to say it again. To honor what you have. That's the one thing about Diesel. He honors what he has. He knows he has little, but he built to it. I think about it. This guy lost his parents. He lost his sisters. He got one of them back. One of his sisters still a super villain. You know what I'm saying? And he's working through that. Most people would have been like, went through therapy and still like not made it through. But this guy is strong and armed, strong in mind, like I said in the beginning, right? And he uses the powers of the ancients, whether it's the African ancients or whether it's the Native American ancients, but he's using both. This dude, man, when I say this dude, he's that dude. This dude is building, he's joined forces to create a biosuit that amplifies his strength to a ridiculous amount of fold. Like, he is literally unbeatable. Like, his strength knows about, he can pick up a ship. I'm talking about one of those Navy ships that fits like 100 carriers on it. That's how strong Diesel is. Diesel is strong. Like, he can pick up, man, you know Cat Slayer? He can pick that up with one hand. Yeah, that's how strong Diesel is. He's strong as hell. You know what I'm saying? Just like my big brother in real life. I remember watching Judah pick up a 350, doing 315. Yeah, 315 reps. I want you to think about what that is. 315 pounds on the bench press. He can press that thing 30 times. 30 times. And then when he puts on incline, I know he can do a minimum of 28. That's how strong he is. That's when I realized that incline is a true strength of strength than bench press. I'd watch Diesel, and that's what inspired me to get on working out super strong. Like, he showed me how to, we used to train in football, but when I started working out with Judah more, my Diesel strength went the hell up. Like, I could do 225 right now. I can do that thing 25 plus. The most I've ever done is 34. I've done 34 reps of 225 pounds on bench press. I've seen Judah do 315 reps of 30 reps. It is nuts. So Diesel, the character, animated character, is based on Judah, the real life dude, and he's super strong. I'm talking about strength beyond comprehension. Like, Judah's strength is ridiculous, and not to combine that with his super intelligence. It is a rare feat to see a guy be 6'5", 260 and be that damn super intelligent. Like, you could put Judah in a room, you could put Diesel in a room who's based on Judah, in a room with a bunch of whatever kind of scientists, whatever kind of novelists, whatever kind of intellectuals, he'll blow their head off. He'll just blow their mind. Like, you guys are simple. You know, intelligence is how you use your math. A lot of us don't use our intelligence, but every single day, as long as I've known Judah, his intelligence is used every single day in all manners of facets of intelligence. And then when you take that and put that into an animated character, now Diesel becomes Judah, and Diesel himself is intelligent. To be that strong, to be that smart, to be that tactical, to be able to create that many array of weapons, whether it's the ones he's using or whether it's the ones the other Karjakz members are using, you got to realize the amount of responsibility this guy has. So to have that ability to be able to create things, to create use of weapons. Oh, that's amazing. He's literally the Avestus of the team. You know, like you have in the Greek mythology, or the African mythology. Well, that's what Diesel is. He's the dude that creates all these different array of weapons that they need, man. So Diesel's abilities are beyond comprehension. Like, this dude is that dude. Super smart, super intelligent, can build just about anything Cajun can design. Sure, what am I talking about? He has built every single thing Cajun has designed. I'm telling you, man, as the comic book comes out, as the animation series, even their base of operations for the Karjakz, Diesel and Cajun designed that too. I'm telling you, man, this dude is that dude. You know what I mean? So, yo, that's Diesel's abilities, man. A guy whose fighting style, patience, wisdom, and not to mention the power of the ancients, both the African ancients and the Native American ancients, man. Yo, that's a serious combo right there, man. So, yo, that's Diesel's abilities. Next up are the comic books. Come on, man. Comic books, bro. Just like all the other characters, Diesel gonna have his own thing. He got to have his own thing. You know what I mean? And just to recap so y'all can remember, so you can see who I'm talking about. I don't want y'all to forget my big bro. You know what I mean? Diesel, are you kidding me? He got to have his own comic book. Right now, as I'm speaking to y'all, he has got his own series. I've got the name already. The first book, the second book, the third book. I got the names. I'm ready to go. That's the beauty of being me. I don't have to wait on companies to let me do something. I come up with my ideas, execute it. I'm a businessman who happens to be an artist. So when people come at me with bull jive, they can't bull jive me because I didn't know what's up. You know what I'm saying? So look, the comic books. Let's keep this thing popping. Because look, this is the truth of the matter right here. When I started the idea, look at these three characters right there. 1, 2, and 3. The bio book. Now this is I've had 3 bio books already. And the 4th one is coming. And it's a sicko bio book. I'm talking like, when you see the next Diesel, and y'all right now, I'm looking at my computer screen, looking at Diesel on my TV screen. When I say he's sick looking, he's sick looking. You wouldn't even recognize him unless I point him to you and tell you who Diesel is. Everything has changed so much. So the comic books, Diesel's gonna get his own comic book. I mean, we talking about a guy here who's had a crazy past, a challenging, a past that would have broken most people. But the book is going to help to understand how Diesel got to where he got to, both in the speech of the comic book and both the visuals of the comic, because a lot of my comic books are very sequential. Even my bio books, as you can see, even though we went through different phases, phase 1, phase 2, but you can still see the sequentialness, if that's a word, the sequentialness of the characters. I'm always going to do this. And when you see the next official bio book, y'all gonna lose your mind. This guy's comics are gonna be off the chain. And it's very rare. I can't think of any other character that's a strong character aside from Superman, Luke Cage, who else am I thinking of? Thing from Fantastic Four that had their own comic books. They rarely give strong guys their own comic books. Well, I'm changing that. You know what I'm saying? Diesel, he's sick with it. Not to mention, it's always an opportunity to put forth any African descendant character in the forefront of comics. Because I don't care what anybody says. There's a giant chasm, not hole, a giant chasm, and mad opportunity for African characters of African descent to be shown to the world. And we as artists, if you're a comic artist, if you are animator, whatever you can do, quit relying on the big companies to do this for you, because they're not going to. Marvel don't care, Diesel don't care, and any other company don't care unless it benefits them monetarily. I'm doing it because I know I love to do it, but also I want to draw people that look like me. Yes, African descendants. Yes, Diesel is both African descendant and Native American descendant. Think about how many superheroes you know that are Native American that are actually strong. The only ones that I know of are Warpath from the X-Men. And even Warpath was treated like pretty badly. I used to see some of the drawings from the comic books that Marvel did. I'm like, y'all are disgraceful. And so those were my turnoffs that led to me create my own characters that be like, this is how I'm going to do it. I'm not waiting for any comic company, any production company to help me do anything. Like, I don't need their publishing. I know about publishing. I don't need the rights. I know about copywriting. I don't need the trademark. I know about trademarking. I know everything I need to know to do what I need to do. That's why I've come so far. That's why Diesel can have his own comic book. Like, this comic book is going to be off the chain. Not only is it going to be integrated into the whole Karjakz Vs Assassins universe, into the Karjakz universe, but he's going to have his own universe too. So that's crazy. 3 different series of comic books. So he's going to be with the Karjakz universe, when they fight the assassins. He's gonna be the Karjakz when they're doing their thing, and then he's gonna be by himself too. That's a whole lot of comic booking, man. And that goes the same for every single character, whether it's Cajun, Escalade, Glocks, Rasputin, Sincere, Shepard, and Diesel. Everybody gonna have their own comic book, and Diesel is no different. His comic book's gonna be off the chain. Yeah, y'all thought this was good? Look, I got to show y'all the fronts of it, so that way you know what's up. Now, unfortunately, I can't show you the first official Karjakz of his comic book, but look, these books have been the building blocks of why it is that every single character have their own comic book. I remember when I was doing this first official Karjakz Vs Assassins comic book, I was like, yo, hold up. Each character needs to have their own comic book. These characters are so strong now that people gonna be like, yo, where's their own storyline? Like when I go to the art shows, when people see Diesel, they're like, yo, this dude is sick. Is he gonna get his own comic book? I'm like, you know, at the time I was still deciding like if I wanted to continue doing comic books. But as I started to go to comic expos, I found a new love for comic books, because when I was younger, I used to read comic books when I was a kid. I read so many comic books, man, it's not even funny. And it's funny, being a Nigerian, comic books wasn't supposed to be our thing. And my mom's looking at me like, what are you reading? I'm like, why are you reading all this something with the cartoon characters on it? I say, mommy, I'm reading something. You see my Nigerian accent came out? I'm like, mom, I'm reading superheroes. It's like, what is superheroes? You better go and read something that will put money in your pocket and give you a job. You know, that's Nigerian parents right there for you. You know what I mean? But I was lucky that my mom was not too much of a traditionalist. When I took her to a comic expo, she said, what in God's name? Is this what you've been reading since you were a kid? This is super cool. And not to mention, she saw a whole bunch of people buying my stuff. That usually would secure the deal with Nigerian parents. If you show them that you can make money off of what you talk about, then they're like, okay, now this one is good for you to do. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, the comic books, man, they're going to be off the rip. Diesel's comics are gonna be, you're gonna get to see his beginning, you're gonna get to see his middle, his present, his current, his past. You're gonna get to see him going against his arch nemesis Yukon, how he fights that dude from the assassin side of time, and then all the other different things he's doing with the Karjakz team, then how he exists within the whole Karjakz Vs Assassins sphere. Man, my newfound love for comic books is insane now, because with the first official Karjakz Vs Assassins comic book coming, woo-wee. Let me tell you, I've showed parts of it to my big bro. I've showed parts of it to my family. They're like, this thing is lit. Straight lit. Like I told you, I'm always talking to my big brother Judah, who Diesel's based on. He's like, bro, your characters are fire. And he always sends 3 flames. He lets me know what's up with these characters, man. He's like, yo, but my character's super cool. He's always got to let me know how cool his character is. I'm like, yeah, your character's supposed to be super cool. I based him on you. You know what I mean? So, yo, the comic books, off the rip, man. I cannot wait to drop it on y'all, because y'all know it's going down. So that's the comics right there, man. Next up is the animation. Look, Diesel having his own animation. I keep calling him Judah because it's slipping out. I do this with all the other characters too. Diesel having his own action series is a no-brainer. Like I told y'all before, I don't see the whole creation of Karjakz Vs Assassins wasn't just my love of animation, but my love of wanting to create something that looked just like me, and also to represent African centricism. African centricism. I'm gonna say that again. African centricism. That was important to me, to have individual characters that were based on African descendant and African culture, but in a way that people had never seen before. The integration of both tradition and modernness. You know what I'm saying? And having Diesel, who's a dual threat. Not only is he African centrism, but he's also Native American descendant too. So he's an African descent and he's a Native American descent, which is 2 amazing, great cultures, right? When you're taking these 2 amazing cultures, you fuse them up into one character. Woo, you got a storyline. And can you imagine the animation series? What? Yo, I remember when I created the first animation intro while I was in school, I showed it to my big brother. He was tripping. He's like, whoa. You did this? I said, yeah, big bro, I did this. And I did this without me knowing what I was doing. And the only edge I had when I created that intro was the fact that I'm very creative. You know what I'm saying? My math was still terrible. Laugh out loud. You know what I'm saying? My math was still terrible. My math is still terrible now. But guess what? I get around it. And so the animation series based on Diesel, imagine him being the whole Karjakz Vs Assassins sphere, then the Karjakz sphere, then his own animation series, like a character, just like the comic books. I plan on Diesel having those animation series. his fights against Yukon, his arch nemesis, his storyline. Like, dude, it's gonna be sick. Like how he lost his sisters, how he gained his sisters back, how he's a part of the whole Karjakz Vs Assassins, his own storyline as a chief engineer of Phoenix Industries, how he helps to integrate himself into the whole company and builds it to the greatest company in the galaxy, to be the foremost technological company in the galaxy. Look, you know, I remember with my big brother Diesel, like I told you, like I said, when I first met him, Judah said to me, "Yo, dude, you're gonna be a billionaire." And I was like, "What? Excuse me?" When you're 19 years old, somebody says that to you, like, what? What does that even mean? And so you have to have comprehension, understanding. And as time has gone, I've come to understand what it means now. The money is the outcome, but that's not what matters. It's the process of what you. So basically, we're saying that you have a great gift, you got to use it. I remember at the time, even with the animation, I'm going to integrate all this into the animation, into everything that I'm doing with this character. He would tell me, "Hey, you gotta put this art in the front, man. Stop putting all the other projects." Like I was into music, making beats and doing all this stuff, wanting to rap, and I was like, I was great at it, but I was not. It was not the right time. And then what happened to me was, I started to focus more on the art, and everything as the art starts to skyrocket like a mug. Judah, and I remember calling Judah and said, "Bro, God, you were so right. I should focus on this art first, because now the art started to pay for everything else. Now I'm going back into the music now. Now the music has become what it should have been in the beginning, the background of my art. Both the art in all facets, in both comics, animation, everything else I'm gonna do with my art. But that's what the music is now. I can make beats for my animated characters. I could do vocals. I can sing. I can do all these different things, but I can do it on the terms of the art, because the art is the forefront of the everything." And I remember calling Judah and telling him, "Big bro, I should have listened to you, man." Say, "Oh, it's not too late, bro. That music stuff was just practice." Like I always say, man, failure is just practice for success. And now everything that I wanted to do with the music is actually working. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tell you about snippets about what I'm doing with my music, but all you need to know is something coming. You know what I mean? So I remember hitting Judah up. He's like, "Yeah, oh yeah, now you can bring the music in there. Now you can show them what's up. Now the art's just so far in front. So there's no art is 1A and music is 1B. No, no. Art is 1 and music is 2. That's their positions. I'll give up the music in a heartbeat if it ever gets in the way of the art, because the art is such a octopus. Animation, movies, comics, apparel, footwear, you name it, there's nothing the art cannot exist in. And so this whole animation sequence is going to be off the chain. Like, can you imagine Diesel in the animation series where you've got a voice of a character? Now, you know, I'm thinking of who can voice this guy. Maybe Keith David. No, Keith David would make a great villain, actually. Maybe somebody like who's a great voicer? Man, Method Man would probably do a great job. Who am I thinking about? There's an actor named Adewale, just like me. He's been in G.I. Joe. He's been in this TV series called Lost. He's a great Nigerian actor. He would make a great Diesel. He'd be a great voice actor for Diesel. I mean, the animation series is something and then not to mention too, I've never seen an animation series based on a Native American, except for Brave Star. That's really what inspired me to have Diesel be half and half. I remember growing up as a kid, Brave Star was like something I really geared towards, not only because it was just different, but it was the first time I seen something else that wasn't just a Caucasian being a superhero. I was like, whoa, Brave Star, Eyes of the Hawk, Here's the Wolf, Strength of the Bear, Speed of the Puma. What? And he's a marshal too? What? And then they had the chieftain in there too. So you got to see the tradition combined with the modernness. I said, oh, dude, it's on and popping. When I created my Karjakz Vs Assassins, I said Diesel got to be half and half, man. This dude, and there's a lot of individuals out there that are half Native American, half African American, or half African descent of some kind. You know what I mean? Because both cultures are great. Both traditions are great. And I cannot wait to integrate that into the animation series. Are you kidding me? Even the way I did the old-fashioned animation that I've got now so far, you know, is how it is. And you speaking of animation, let me show you all a quick snippet of the old animation intro that I've done. All right, here we go, y'all. Boom. I told y'all it was Spitfire. Now, if you imagine that Spitfire, wait to see the new one I'm working on right now. And speaking of working on it, guess which character I'm actually on right now in terms of the animation intro? I'm actually on Diesel's part, which is the irony of this episode right here. I'm actually working on the animation series, the new animation intro, and guess whose part I'm on? I'm on Diesel's part, and his part is sick as hell. Wait till you see the new vehicle. Wait till you see the new Diesel, what he look like. You'll be like, what the? This dude look so sick. You know what I mean? It's the constant integration of growth. And so as I've gotten better as an animator, I've been able to think of better ideas for my characters. And I don't need Marvel. I don't need Diesel. I don't need DC Comics. I don't need Netflix. I don't need Paramount. I don't need Hulu. I don't need none of Disney. I don't need none of them. I got my own company, Sanusi Vision. I just look at myself in the mirror every day. Let's go. And coming in the fall, I'm going to be starting school so I can really get my animation game up even more. I was already sick with it. Now I'm really going to be sick with it. I remember my brother telling me, yo, it's going to be beast mode for real, like Marshall Lynch style beast mode. Like, you're going to be beast mode with this animation, man. So that's where it's going, man. This animation is going to be off the chain, y'all. So get ready for Diesel. It's going to be one hell of an animation series. It's just what I'm going to do with him, you ain't never seen before, period. And I'm going to make sure ain't going to be no bull jive stereotyping. I'm not going to let them do what they did to Warpath and Thunderbird in the Marvel Universe to Diesel. It ain't happening. It ain't gonna happen. Hell no. You know what I mean? So that's animation right there. Next up, last but not least, is the movies. You know I got to do a movie. You can't have a character this great. And let me bust out the old version, because now, more than ever, this old version means a lot to me. You know why it means a lot to me? Because it's the first version that my grandmother ever saw. You know what I'm saying? She's passed away now. It's going on 12 years now. 2013, I believe. So it's going on, yeah. So yeah, it's going on 11 years, if not 12. But this is the first version she saw. And she saw all the characters. Cajun, Glocks, Escalade, Rasputin, Sincere, Diesel, Shepard. She saw them all the villains too. Artillery, Sun Tzu, Artillery, Kanji, Revo, Excursion, Snipes, Yukon, the Coyote. She saw all that. And so that's why version 1 is so important to me. And when I look at this version right here, for movies, oh my God, you know it's going to be on the pop. Are you kidding me? You know, that's another opportunity right there. And this is what I mean. The constant corniness of the industry to repeat the same cycle of nonsense. How do you not have all these amazing talent characters and you don't use them, and other than showing us the usual regulars? Can you imagine people will be craving to see a superhero who's half African American, half Native American? But not only that, to look as cool as Diesel does. Are you kidding me? And then to give it a background like he has right there, because it's a background that you can read about in the bio book, which is the one that's available right now on SonicVision.com, but also too in the first official Karjakz Vs Assassins comic book. Like, I'm telling you, you're not going to recognize Diesel. And you know, when I'm thinking about movies, the storyline, how it applies to the animation, that same storyline from the comic book to the animation to the movies, it's just a perfect triangle. And so finding the right actor, and I'm thinking about people who can play this guy. You've got my dude from what's his gentleman's name? Let me look for his name. From Lupin on Oh My Side. You know how amazing of a Diesel he would be? I'm trying to think who else would be an amazing Diesel. Who else could play Diesel? Adewale from, like I told you, from G.I. Joe, who played Heavy Duty, from multiple Lost movies he's been in. Man, who else can play Diesel? Yes, I'm pulling out African Americans. And you know, if I happen to fortunate enough to meet a person, African American, a Native American who's half African American too, that'd even be good too. You know, but those are the two actors that come off top, On My Side and Adewale, to play Diesel. They would be amazing Diesels. You know, I'm trying to think who else could play Diesel, man. Whew, it's tough. It's tough to think of somebody who could play him, but that's when you know you have a great character, because you're actually trying to figure out who is worthy enough to play this character. And yeah, y'all can hear somebody's motorcycle, somebody's car, somebody with a fake speed trying to go fast, but their car's just like, oh, I can't breathe. Like, it's nonsense when I hear people's engines sound like that. You sound like a joke. Come up on your better engine or find a better exhaust pipe. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But yo, that's Diesel right there. Being in amazing movies, being an amazing character. Finding the movies are going to be off the chain, because it's going to be an opportunity to build off of a comic book from the animation and then integrate it into a big screen. And I don't need the big companies. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to beg you to let me have awesome ideas. Screw you. I have the idea. I'm going to put it into execution. And I know Diesel is going to be something really cool to be able to roll up on Judah and say, hey, big bro, who you think should be playing you in this movie, man? He probably gonna say himself. I can see Judah saying something like that. Hey, now I'm gonna play myself, man. I'm gonna play it. Let me get this awards myself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not doing this so I can get an Oscar or any kind of NCAACP award. I don't give a damn about none of that. I just care about one thing: Sanusi Vision making this movie into the greatest movie you've ever seen. A movie greater than Avengers, it's gonna be greater than DC Comics movies. They just straight trash. Justice League was just horrible. I'm not doing stuff like that. No, we're going to get right and be right on it. You know, the Avengers movies were amazing. And that's what I'm going to give the energy into the Karjakz movies, the Karjakz Assassin movies, the Karjakz stuff, and then the Diesel stuff by himself. I'm telling you, man, the storylines of this stuff is going to be off the chain. Movies, there's so much opportunity within my whole Karjakz Assassin universe. It's insane. Like, to remember where I started from in 2009, to be where I am now in 2024, I am so proud of it. And to even have the gumption, not even the gumption, but to have seen so much belief in the fact that I know I can make this into a movie. Oh my God, it's sick. So Diesel gonna have his own movie. The whole Karjakz universe gonna have the whole Karjakz Assassin universe gonna have their own movie, and then the Karjakz gonna have their movie. Yo, how sick is that gonna be? And then to find the right actors to play each character, man, that's gonna be sick, man. So integrating Diesel by himself into the whole Karjakz Assassin universe is gonna be off the chain. So y'all, that's all the characters right there. It's been an amazing episode. I'm so amped up. My energy is so jacked up, it's not even funny. You know what I mean? But yo, the things that I've talked about before, you know, the things that I want to talk about that I focused on today, his origins, his history, his abilities, the comics, the animation. Diesel, Ben Warhol Gray is a sick character in the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. Let me tell you, when people are at the comic expos and they're flipping through the whole Karjakz Assassins book, they're like, damn, this character's sick. And I remember when I first started, nobody was paying attention to my characters till I got to version 5. Now when I got there, they're like, oh. And then when I got there, my characters used to take number 1 in sales. My last 3 shows, my characters kicked ass. So they kicked everybody's butt. I'm talking about, and you know I've drawn everybody, from Turtles to Batman to Iron Man to Blade to Wonder Woman. My characters, the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe, mopped the floor with all of it. I mean, I was raking out sales, and my sales would be 75% of my sales would be my Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. That's when I said, yeah, I've done it. I finally arrived. So yo, that's why it's good to have your own podcast, my own platform, describe things how I want to describe it. So yo, that's our business today of talking about Diesel, an amazing character from the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe, a hero, an amazing hero from the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe, based on my big brother Judah Cummins. So yo, that's Diesel right there. Now before we get up out of here, as usual, we got to talk about all the cool stuff we got. You know what I'm saying? First off, in homage to paying attention to Diesel, to paying attention to my big brother who likes to be in shape, we got this amazing slip body fit style long sleeve tee. Now look at how tight it is. You can see the muscles on the character. You know what I mean? But yo, this thing is quick dry technology. It dries very fast. So when you wear it, it's going to dry fast. It's great for working out. It's great for general wear, and it's form fitting. That's all I'm going to say to you. Because my big bro is swole. I'm sure he's going to watch this and be like, yo, you just give me one of those right there, man, with my character on it. And yo, sure enough, I got to oblige and make him a cool ass t-shirt. The material in this is sick as hell. Quick dry technology. Yeah, long sleeve tees, man. Let me back up and show y'all real good. You know what I mean? Look at this up and down. I want y'all to see it. I want to flip it. I want you to see it. Look at the left arm. This is an old design. This is my first long sleeve t-shirt I ever created. It's a classic, man. This thing is going in the vault, in the Hall of Fame, in the library. You feel me? They're gonna enter this into the Library of Congress or something. Nah, you can't have that. I'm keeping my t-shirt. You all need to come take a picture of it, but you ain't putting it in the Library of Congress. Hell no. Look at this. All it has got the old school Sanusi Vision before I got the trademarks. And now this TM that y'all are looking at is now a R, which means I own this Joker. You know what I'm saying? Then next up, in homage of working out some more, you got to have your footwear. You got to have your footwear when you're in the gym. You got to wear the right footwear. And what's better than the Battle Sport ones? Great for running, great for working out. Yeah, I wear these all the time, man. These are awesome Battle Sport ones. These are the blue version. Check it out. You got the inside art. You got the inside art on the right foot right there, and then on the left foot. And then you look. They never look the same. So show y'all what we doing at Sanusi Vision, man. Big things. Look at this. Look at this. And you see the arch support, because I don't want to block the arch support. I want you to actually see it. Look at the arch support. Look at the feet. You know these jokers are comfortable. My feet are always in happiness. You know what I'm saying? The Battle Sport ones. These are great for working out. I use them when I box. I use them when I'm walking. They look amazing. And the colors, people are always like, man, those are nice shoes. I said, thank you. Designed by yours truly. I got my own footwear, man. Battle Sport ones, man. You got to go get you a pair of these today. As you can see, they look amazing. So that way you know what's up. Look, left side, right side, and together. Inside, and look at the outside. Look how sick this is, man. What's cooler than this, yo? So Battle Sport 1 available on sanusivision.com, y'all. Now next up is the bucket hat. Yes, we got the bucket hat. You got to rock the bucket hat. The summers are coming. You know what I'm saying? I like to wear my bucket hat. Now this one's the classic Karjakz Vs Assassins, but it's available in different characters too. Blade, Iron Man, Batman, Wonder Woman, Turtle, Voltron. Anything on this banner, available on the bucket hat. You know what's cool about this bucket hat? Guess what it does? It flips into a different color scheme, a whole different character. Now, we can do it in many ways you want. I can put one character on here, or I can put two characters on here. It's whichever way you want to go. One side, one character, the other side, another character. And it's going to cost you the same thing, too. Sanusi Vision, we do custom. Not regular, custom. We don't do jati, as we say in my language. You do custom. The finest of the finest is what we are doing. You see what I'm saying? So I don't play no games when I design my stuff, man. My stuff looks sick. And I can't tell you how many compliments I've gotten on this bucket hat. Yo, this bucket hat, I've had it for 5 years now. This thing, it still looks brand new. That's how you know we're doing quality at Sanusi Vision. We don't play no games. You know what I mean? So that's the bucket hat right there. And then another thing, because I'm going to get to the last part, the best part of the day. We got a new product. I'm going to unveil it last. The bomber jackets. Yeah, I'm just going to show you a little snippet of it. You know, look at the right sleeve right there. The left sleeve right there with the assassins on there. The Karjakz Vs Assassins classic version 5 right there. Then on this arm, you got the classic Karjakz Vs Assassins version 1 right here. Then you got the front. Simple design, waterproof design, water bucket, bomber jacket. You know what I'm saying? Then you flip it to the back. Look at this. Yeah, this is what I rock, man. This is mine right there. No, I ain't sharing. You got to go get your own. So guess what you got? Guess what you got to do is go get this bomber jacket. Sanusivision.com. And guess what? If you love more style, we got another bomber jacket. And this one's the platinum label. You know what I'm saying? This is the big dog platinum. This is for the bosses right here. This is the dudes who like that platinum, that marble velvet. Look at that left arm right there. You know what I'm saying? And look at the right arm. Oh yeah, I put this thing on a hanger so y'all can see it nice and proper. And you can see the front right there. Look at how it changes light. Look how it does a reflective technology. Yeah, it's got reflective technology on it. And you're like, what is reflective technology? Well, sanusivision.com. Get you a bomber jacket and you have one too. All I make is creme de la creme, y'all. And I done made a few. Turtles, few from the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. When I sell these, man, it's for the creme de la creme type cats. They ain't looking for no cheap stuff. They want that quality platinum. You feel me? So that's sanusivision.com. And of course, puffer jackets. Yeah, puffer jackets, we're doing them too now. Check this out. Look at that. Man, classic right there on the left arm right there. That right arm right there. Yep, look at that. Yes, look at this. The front. And it's quality. The color is pure. You feel me? And yes, it's zipper if you want to know. It's zipper style. You know what I mean? Look at the neckline. How many puffer jackets you see with that much detail on it? Ain't too many puffer jackets with that much. And then you check out the back, man. Always establishing ourselves, man, as creme de la creme, custom designer. I ain't doing no generic design, man. This ain't one of those, oh, it's there, ready to go. No. You order it, we design it, and then we make it. That's what we're doing in Sanusi Vision. Everything custom, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Straight up custom. And then last but not least, the newest toy in the outfit. The new sport leggings we got for the ladies. Oh yeah, check this out, y'all. And guess who we got on here? We got Snipes from the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. Look at this. I'm gonna do each side one at a time, let y'all see. Look at this, man. This is sick detail, y'all. Sport leggings for the ladies. And guess what's cool about it? It's got this high waistline attachment. Now let's look at this side right here with the amazing Asho logo right there. Look at this. The technology on this is sick as hell. And it's got that quick dry technology. I promise you. You wash it inside out, it dries. Man, it be dry within an hour, man. I mean, the ladies that I've sold a lot of these to so far, they are like, man, this is ridiculous. They are tripping about this. Oh, look at that flying. I'm over here trying to pin things down. Like, forget pinning down. You know what I'm saying? Look at this left side right here. Look at this. Man, this thing is, and this for a customer right here. We're gonna be getting this out to somebody. Oh yeah, it's going down with this. You know what I mean? Check this out. And we can customize it any way you want. All 4 legs can be different. Look at that. I knew that was gonna happen. Hey, keep it 100. You know what I mean? So look, if I flip it to the other side, look at this. Sick as hell, man. The detail on it, oh my God. I've already sent a picture of it to the customer. They're like tripping about it. So yo, if you want sport leggings for the ladies, we got in different sizes. Like I told you, you got this one comes with the high waist. And the cool thing about my sport leggings comes in different characters. Like right here, Snipes right here from the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. But you get them in any character. Snipes, Escalade, Artillery, Sincere, Kanji, Enigma, Storm, Wonder Woman, Captain Marvel, Rogue, any female character you can think of on my website, Batwoman. You name it, it's going on there, man. You know what I'm saying? So the new sport leggings, custom design, custom being the key word. This ain't no generic, man. Like I said, you order it, we design it, we create it, and get it out to you, and it's gonna look sick as hell. Trust me. Any lady rocking this, the lady's about to be getting this right here. It's gonna be the envy of everybody. And guess what else is cool about our sport leggings? Yeah, that's right. You know what time it is. QR code. That's right. We done came up. You know what I'm saying? So yo, sport leggings for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Available on sanusi.com in multiple colors. Now, what's cool about my sport leggings? All 4 legs, the front and the back, can all be different colors. This leg in the front can be a different color. This leg on this can be a different color. Then the back can be a different color. All 4 sides can be a different color. Yeah. How many people know you can do that? So yo, sanusi.com, ladies. Sport leggings for the ladies on sanusi.com. Get yours today. And we also got different types too. We got the ones that reach 3/4, and then we also got the one that reach your calves. So ladies, whatever your preference, man, sanusi.com. Go get you a sport pair of sport leggings. These sick ass sport leggings, man. This is what we do in Sound Vision. Big things. This is the new big toy in Sound Vision. Trust me. The first one I designed was cool, but this one off the chain. You know what I'm saying? So yo, soundvision.com. Get your sport leggings today, y'all. So y'all, that is our show for today. An amazing show, doing as we do. You know what I'm saying? So before we get up out of here, man, we can talk about this first official Karjakz Vs Assassins comic book available on soundvision.com. Now, this Bible book is important. Why? Because it's going to let you know what's going on in the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe, because the first official Karjakz Vs Assassins comic book is coming, and it's sick as hell. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you got to get to know these amazing characters from the hero side, the Karjakz, Cajun, Escalade, Glocks, Rasputin, Sincere, Shepherd, Diesel. Yeah, Diesel, who we're talking about today. Then, and of course, Sphinx, the partner of Cajun, the faithful psychic tiger, man, the mystical tiger. And of course, on the assassin side, those villainous assassins, man, they go to work on everybody. They don't care. Led by the menacing Lord Sanusi himself, Lord Sanusi leading the assassins, joining with artillery, Kanji, Revo, Excursion, Snipes, Yukon, and of course Seth himself is faithful mystical Egyptian evil tiger. You know what I'm saying? So yo, the assassins, man, you got to get this Bible book so you can understand what's going on with every single character in the Karjakz Vs Assassins in the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. So when the book comes out, the first official Karjakz Vs Assassins comic book, you'll be like, oh, that's what's up. Because hey, look, you got to join the movement one way or another. You're gonna be part of this thing, whether you want to hate on it or you want to love it. You're gonna be seeing it. So hey, it is what it is. Get used to it, man. You know what I mean? So yo, that's our show for today, man. You know what I'm saying? Before we get up out of here, we're going to thank these amazing sponsors, because these bills got to be paid, man. Sound Vision Podcast is brought to you by Tigler. If you need executive services, look at my dyslexia coming in. It's always randomly showing up whenever you want to. We got to thank these sponsors. If you need executive services, from pediatricians, from plumbers to pediatricians and everything in between, search on Tigler.com today. That's Tigler.com. Don't wait. Search today, because you got to get your search on. A lot of people deal with professionals that aren't professional. Well, guess what? On Tigler, that ain't going to be no problem, because the professionals that are on there are actually professional. That's the whole point of creating this amazing search engine, to help you find amazing professionals. So, yo, search Tigler.com today and get your search on and find amazing, from nurses to contractors to landscapers to mechanics. Man, all variants of professionalism, man. Even babysitters. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Tigler.com today, y'all. Tigler.com. And this podcast is also brought to you by Anadel Foot and Ankle. Don't live with foot pain. Let Anadel Foot and Ankle make your feet happy again. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. Like I stated before, man, you know what I'm saying? I want to thank y'all for listening. This has been an amazing episode. This podcast is produced, written, and directed by yours truly, Adewale Agboke. You know what I'm saying? Junior. That's right. I'm proud of myself. You got to toot your own horn. You got to be your best cheerleader. We are 176 episodes deep. What? 176? I remember when I started with my first episode, Episode 1 called Training Day, which is available on my podcast channel. I was like, I'm just going to do this because we ain't got nothing to do during the pandemic. So I just started recording episodes. People have always been telling me I needed my own show. And sure enough, I started my own show. And here we are, 176 episodes. 176 episodes. I remember people that started a podcast with me, they've quit already. See, that's the difference between me and them. Good fits in, great fits out. I already knew creating great content would give me what I wanted. And now my YouTube channel has grown exponentially. My social media platforms, whether it's TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, X, they're all just organic growth is the best kind of growth. Don't let nobody else tell you otherwise, because everybody tell you otherwise, they're full of that bull jive. You know what I'm saying? So please check out our amazing website, my amazing website, sanuvision.com. Man, when I tell you value of that thing has went up, it has went up. Yeah, it's went up. It's like that. Yeah, we doing big things on sanuvision.com. You can say what I be getting these haters on TikTok talking about how much have you sold? None of your damn business. And I want to reply back, but I can't be bothered to waste my energy on idiots to ask stupid questions like that. You know what I'm saying? But then you get the amazing people that are on there that are like, man, bro, keep balling, keep doing your thing, man. You've come a long way. Those are the people that I reply to. That's the reason why I don't take away comments on my social media platforms, because I know there's amazing individuals like that waiting to write something captivating, something motivating, something positive, man. You know what I mean? But my website, we got all kinds of cool stuff, man. Water bottles, bio books, bucket hats, ones that flip around. You know what I'm saying? We doing all kinds of stuff. Shoot, glasses cases. You know what I'm saying? And can't forget, almost forgot, journals. And speaking of journals, you got to go get you one of these, man. If you want to tell your own story every single day, you got to get your journal. And yes, as I always speak on it, I've been in therapy. It's going on a year and a half now. It's been a year and a half of awesomeness. When I say I've changed completely, man. And one of the biggest things my therapist told me was to have my own journal, record my day daily. And I've come to realize what's going on. I'm living in the realm of positivity. And why not document that with a cool ass journal with its own QR code? Yeah, that's how we're doing the Sound Vision right here. You know what I'm saying? Any of my drawings, any of my characters, if you wanted just Diesel on there, you can get just Diesel. If you want Cynthia, you can just get Cynthia. If you want Cajun, Escalade, Glocks, Rasputin, Shepard, or the Assassins, Sun Tzu, Artillery, Kanji, Revo, Snipes, Yukon, Excursion, the Coyotes, Sphinx, Seth, it don't matter. If that's what you want, you get it on there. You know what I mean? We're doing all kinds of cool stuff, man. So journal is a great way to record your history, your daily history, so you can know where you're going, man. And look, I don't care what anybody says. If you feel like you need therapy, go get it. Only you can know how you want to fix yourself, and only you can know where you want to go. Like I always say, learn from your past, understand your present, cultivate the future. I'm going to say it again. Learn from your past, understand your present, and cultivate the future. If going to therapy means your life is going to change, then please do so. There's a bunch of therapists out there that are actually great at what they do. Don't settle for no therapist that's just corporate. Because I see all these nonsense commercials on YouTube and all these various channels. People just trying to corporatize people's mental health. No, it ain't no game, man. People's feelings is for real. People's dealings is for real. So don't be a therapist if you're just a jerk trying to make some money. Be a therapist because you want to help people. And trust me, my therapist, he's that dude. You know what I'm saying? He's that dude. So, journals available on soundvision.com, man. You know what I mean? So, that's all the cool stuff we got. And please, don't forget to listen to our podcast on YouTube channel. It's the way it is now. I get sick of people talking about Pandora, Spotify, Apple. Ain't nobody listening no more. People want to listen, watch. Watch, listen, as I like to say. Watch, listen. It's just what it is. They want to see you and they want to listen to you. They ain't trying to just hear no radio. I'm not digging no radio. I knew when I shifted everything from my Apple, Spotify, all these different platforms to YouTube, game over. I was like, damn, wow, talk about a change. And I saw it like organically grow, because I had to get people that were on my listening platforms to come to my YouTube channel. And once I started advertising every single week, which I do, it was on. Marketing, forget advertising, marketing, mentioning it constantly on my YouTube page, on my TikTok page, on my Facebook page, on my X, on my Instagram. You got to keep measuring it. You got to use these platforms for what they can do for you, because it's a great, amazing platform for what they can do. You got to believe in what they can do. You know what I mean? Look, all I got to do is simply do this to you, show you, hey, Diesel, available on soundvision.com, and you're going to go buy it, right? That's what you're going to do. So, if you love art that much, you're going to go buy it. Look at this. I got to do this, man. You know what I mean? So, check out our YouTube channel, subscribe to it so you can get notified. Every single Monday, we got new episodes coming. new amazing episodes. As I heard from somebody, forget views, man. Just create great content and the views gonna come. Like I always say, quality always equals quantity. I'm gonna say it again. Quality always equals quantity every single time, which is why my apparel line, my footwear line, my art, the animation, the music that's behind the animation, and guess what it's gonna keep doing? Sorry, haters, you can't stop this. Go kick rocks. Deuces. You know what I'm saying? And please check out our social media platforms at YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, X, and Instagram. Yes, I know a lot of you artists, somebody's gonna hate on me. Why do you care? Then turn off your comments or leave your comments on for people that are gonna say something positive. Why is it that you always have to worry about what people are saying that's negative? Worry about what people are saying that's positive. Look, these platforms are free to you as an artist, as a creator. So use it. You know how much of my business has grown because I post every single day? It's an obligation. What you want your art to just sit there in the room and collecting dust? I know I don't want mine to do that. I mean, I'm chatting with people every single day. Yo, how much is a bucket hat? Okay, I tell them the price. Then they go to my website and buy it. How much is a beanie? Boom, they go to my website and buy it. How much is a hoodie? Boom, they go to my website and buy it. You know, we got all kinds of cool stuff. Phone cases, all kinds of, and we got new phone cases coming through, y'all. A new type of design. Oh yeah, it's coming. Y'all gonna see it. It's about to be. Y'all about to see what's up. You know what I mean? But yo, this is what we're doing in Sans Vision. Your social media platform is a way for you to grow your brand. You no longer need the big companies anymore. Like, I don't care if you're an artist, if you're a music person, or if you're a creator, whatever you do, you don't need the big companies anymore. Let them come to you. You know how many jobs of companies I've turned down? Like, I told a company that creates a big game that everybody plays, I'm not working for you because you're not going to own what I've already created. And they thought I was stupid because I was like, you're talking to the wrong one. My uncle read the contract like, nah. You're going to sign a disclosure for my nephew, so you can't get none of the stuff he's already created. They'd be thinking they slick, but they ain't slick. They're playing you chump change. They'll pay you 100 six-figure salaries and rip you off for $1 billion. Nah, I ain't the one. So social media is a great way to get out your stuff. Like, you no longer need the big companies. You can make your movie, you can make your own podcast, you can do your own record label. Why people still go through big companies, I do not understand. This is the era of independence. The big companies are done. They know they're done. So guess what they gotta allure you with? Oh yeah, we can win you an award. Oh yeah, we can get you a Grammy. Like, I don't give a damn about none of that. Ain't none of that moving me. No. Ownership is what moved me. Equity is what moved me. What do I own in the stake of this? It's 100% partners. I don't play that. I own my whole stuff. Karjakz Vs Assassins, I own it. I wish somebody would. They'd make me so rich. I'd bleed their bank account slow and dry. Completely. Nigerian style too. I don't play no games. You know what I mean? So yo, that's our character today, man. And please, don't forget to review us. Rate us. Give us a 5-star. Don't be a hater. And as always, y'all, continue to aspire and achieve. Have a great week. Stay safe, y'all. Peace. Check this cool cartoon intro out. All right, you can see the rest of it on my YouTube channel, and you can also check it out on my website at sanusvisionshop.com. Stay safe, y'all. Peace.